Carly. Missing all your faces, but hopefully you're able to tune in and follow along and still do your creative art task for today. Really take a moment to sit down and breathe, and maybe together we can get some of that creative energy flowing and focus on positive thoughts and get our minds off all the things currently going on, and really just take a moment to sit and breathe and know that we're all in this together, we're all doing it together. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce today's activity. We are going to be making what I know as a rain stick or a noise maker. That makes it sound really like loud and aggressive, but really this is what we have. And it just makes a really soft noise like that. You can go really slow with it, like this. Turn it this way, and you can use it as a tool for meditation when you're sitting down, when you're standing up, when you're in the kitchen, in your bedroom, wherever, when you're feeling just really anxious or really up here and you'd like to come back down here and ground yourself and breathe slowly. It's like listening to the sound of the ocean or listening to the rain or listening to the wind. So I'm going to walk us through how to do that. And we can use art supplies we have at home. It's really easy. I used a paper towel roll. I had just gone through a roll of paper towels, so I had the extra cardboard roll. Any cylinder shape like that, you can ask your parents for help. If you want to make a mini one, they're kind of cute and small. You can use a toilet paper roll, but really all you're going to need is a piece of paper, drawing paper, printer paper, newspaper, paper bag, anything works. And get creative. Find whatever art materials you have at home. I used markers. You can use pencils or paints or watercolors. You can use pen and pencil and just write fun things on the outside, things you want to remind yourself of, to think positive, smile, breathe, relax, anything like that. So we are going to get started with that today. And again, I miss you all. I hope you're all doing well. But when this all passes, I'm excited to get back in our classroom and keep going with our activities and being in each other's company. So here we go. I have just this is a paper towel roll. Real easy. Find them almost anywhere, either an old one, a new one. You can use a toilet paper roll, you can use a paper towel roll, any sort of cylindrical shape like this that you can find in the house will work perfectly. And I'm going to decorate the outside of mine. I'm choosing to lay mine flat, decorate the whole outside first, and then I'll wrap it around this later. Kind of using this as its own separate sort of art therapy activity directive, just kind of get me in the right headspace, soothe my mind, draw what I'd like, create a scene or an image from memory that makes me happy and calm, and then I can use it to put around my rain stick that we're going to make later. So yeah, for now I'm just going to draw this, and you guys can follow along. You can draw your own, you can wrap it around this and draw it at the end, but I'm going to choose to draw mine right here. So So I have now finished my outside of what will be my rain stick. I just did something easy, something colorful, something that I enjoy doing that reminds me of the spring, that reminds me of growth. As an example for you guys, take as long as you'd like on this part. Get creative. You can use paint, let it dry, watercolor, pens, pencils. You could use patterned paper, newspaper, literally anything you'd like. Get creative with it. This is what I did as my outside. This is what I like. So it brings me a lot of joy. And then when I'm done, I'll just flip it over like this. And I will be rolling it around my rain stick like so. And then it'll end up looking like this. Ooh. I'm going to tape that down or glue it down, but I will have all my flowers and my swirls on the outside of it, like that. Okay, and then we can move on to the next part, the fun part. I personally think this part's the fun part. I love to draw, but we're gonna give it some life, give it some noise, let it soothe us when we move it, turn it around. So yeah, here we go, on to the next part. I'm now making the ends of my rain stick. Since I knew I had too much paper to wrap around anyway, I just cut off part of the end of this that I had made and traced the bottom parts of my toilet paper roll or paper towel roll on there so I'd have the right size. And now I'm going to cut out both these circles. They don't have to be perfect, they're just covering the end of your rain stick so that what you end up putting in there doesn't fall out. You just cut around like this. Don't mind my cat in the background. She wants to be part of the action. So if you hear any meows, that's what that is. Very loud there. And then we're just gonna place it on top like that. And you can use whatever tape you have lying around at home. We just gotta seal off the edges. Let's see if I can get mine started here. There we go. I'm going to do this. Cut a piece off. Just stick it right over the top. Now we're gonna seal it. And you're gonna end up covering up this part anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need something to hold this in place. I'm gonna make a crisscross shape to make sure it is secure and held in there. So, there we go. Sorry, it's a loud noise. I'm gonna put one going down this way. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. Just covered up that bottom part. We're gonna have to leave this side open because that's how you're gonna get stuff in there. So I figured out what works best is if you have any dried rice, dried beans at home, if you live somewhere with gravel and you have little rocks outside that you can put in there, anything you can find that's small, kind of hard, make noise when you shake it. You can use beads. I do not have rice or dried beans in my cabinet to use for this right now, but what I do have are chia seeds. This is a little harder. Pardon me while I try and get this off. I have chia seeds, which I'll show you in a second, and they are going to make the noise that I want in my rain stick. Okay, so I chose to grab one more piece of tape just for good measure. Just so I don't have chia seeds or anything exploding all over my kitchen. Okay. Here we go, that's that part. So now I have my opening right here. And I'm gonna go get the things for inside. I have my chia seeds, these are what they look like. This is kind of what they sound like, almost like little grains of sand. They're really small, but rice has the same effect. Any sort of seed has the same effect. Beans will have a heavier effect, and it can be fun to play around with and see what you want to use. So grains of sand, small rocks, pebbles, anything that you want to use. And you only need like a really little amount. You don't have to use a lot. I am very carefully gonna pour these in here. Again, didn't need a lot, didn't use too many. And close these up. Perfect. Okay, and now it's time to cover this side so I don't lose any. You hear that in there? It's like a little maraca. It's very fun. Okay, so I take my other circle. Just gonna set it on top. You gotta be careful. You don't want to knock it over and have your noisemakers go all over the place. So this part might need to be a little careful. Slow it down. Again, ask a family member to help you if you need it. If you need someone to help you cut things out, help you use things from the pantry, please ask first. Tear this open. Ooh, that's a long piece of tape. So long, in fact, that I'm going to cut it in half. So I have both of them ready to go. And again, we're just going to place one over the top like that. Make sure it's on there. Give it a few taps, perfect. And then I have my other piece of tape ready to go. Put that over the other side, make a big crisscross, sort of like that. Look, all sides are sealed. Oh man. Okay, so I've tested it out, and now we're gonna put on the finishing touches, which is the outside that we decorated. And I am just going to, you know what, I'm gonna roll from this side, I think. We're just gonna roll it like a burrito. Just like that. Rolled it all the way around, got it as snug as I can. Ooh, I should have got my tape out beforehand, but I didn't. So if you're watching this, learn from that mistake. Maybe get a piece of tape out, or again, have someone ready to help you. Okay. And then I'm going to just tape it down right along the edge. You can glue it down if you'd like, if you don't want the tape on the outside. I don't mind the tape too much. And this way I can get it down there so I can lift it up to show you guys. Okay. And now I have my rain stick, and I can change how slowly I turn it. Oh man. I can go really fast, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. If you got a lot of pent up energy, just shake it around, shake it around, shake it around, use it like a maraca. But what's nice about these is you can make them at home. They're really easy, and you can decorate it. You can draw a soothing image on the outside, or you doing an activity with your friends. And whenever you're getting anxious or looking for something to do, or really want to sit back and relax and soothe yourself and maybe cope with some lingering anxiety, you can sit there and you can make one of these, or you can take out the one you already made. You can make different outsides for it. You can make one outside for it, and it can just kind of remind you of what you were thinking about while doing that art project and what you drew on the outside. And you can take a minute to really breathe and kind of turn it one way, turn it the other way, slowly listen to the noise. It's like rain outside, or wind, or sand, or just any sort of noisemaker. It can be anything you want. You can tune your breath to it. You can see if you can make it last a whole deep breath out. So you can breathe in really big, fill up your bellies like so, hold it, and then turning it, you can blow it out really slowly. You can do as many of those or as little of those as you need. Just go back and forth. And really have a good time with it. Okay. That's our art project for today, you guys. Again, I miss having you in our classroom and seeing you every Monday. But I am with you in spirit. Hello, hope everyone's doing well. I hope you can do this at home. Do it with a friend. Well, do it with a family member. Do it on your own. Share it with others. Show your siblings. Whatever you like. So it's been lovely talking to you guys, and I will see you next Monday. Everyone stay safe, wash your hands, and use those coping skills that we talked about. Okay, bye-bye.